What's up, everybody? Local fisherman here. I got something interesting today that I wanted to show you guys. As you can see here, my hood's up, so that means we're doing something with the engine. Okay, so we're working on my 2024 Volkswagen Jetta. This is one that has the new 1.5 liter turbo, 4-cylinder. It's a 6-speed manual transmission, so I figured I'd get the manual just because I don't know, it's probably funner. But what we're going to do today is we're going to work on the cold air intake. Okay, so there's always a lot of controversy around this because people are like, oh, you're just gonna do hot air intake or you're gonna do cold, whatever, blah, 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 okay? This is my car and this is something that I wanted to do because I want to hear those turbo noises, okay? So we're gonna do a quick unboxing, a little short review video today and kind of a instructional guide on how to install this thing. I'm hoping they say it's pretty much plug and play, it's super easy. I would imagine the hardest part is getting the old one out. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So here's a quick little view of what the box looks like. This is cold air intake by APR. Here is the number here. If you guys are interested, CI 100063. This is an APR intake system for the 1.5 turbo MQB, whatever that means. And then along with this one, we have the secondary air filter. It's a CL, or I'm sorry, it's either, I think it's a CI 100020-A breather filter kit. Basically just a little air filter with some zip ties. Tools that I think you're going to need. Number one, you're gonna need a knife to open up the box. So I have my fajita knife with me today. You're gonna need, I believe this is a 7mm socket and a T25 Torx. I just happen to have one that goes on the drill. I couldn't find my adapter that lets me do this. So we're gonna figure it out, okay? And needle nose pliers, because you always need needle nose for something. And then a basic socket set from Lowe's. This is a Cobalt brand, but it doesn't matter what brand you got because it all does the same thing. So this is the box. Let's get it open. So I know you guys probably want to see me do this. So I have the knife and it's just gonna go right like that. I know I see a lot of YouTube videos out there. They always open stuff with like funny knives. So this is the funniest knife that I had. This is like a solid knife here, and it chops, it cuts, it has a bottle opener. And it's you know, it's a full metal tang. I just figured a little side note there. It's pretty cool. All right, and let's open it. There we go. And peanuts. Bee-free peanuts. Okay. So my daughter's gonna love these things later. So I hope she doesn't confuse these for Cheetos or whatever, but first little box looks like our air filter. Pretty much a K&N style dry air filter. This one looks like it's pretty cool. It does them, it comes wrapped up pretty well. Looks like about a 4-inch inlet. There's the number on the filter in case you ever need to do a replacement. RF 100015. I guess APR likes their zeros. See what else we got here. This looks like a piece of the intake tubing. So let's open this up here. I'm doing this one-handed, so bear with me. So, oh wow, interesting. And I'll pick up this stuff later. I don't like to litter and stuff, but there's that. And then here's the looks like the main kind of piece here. There's the box. So a little APR branding there. So I'm assuming this will kind of sit in there like that. So it looks like it kind of attaches to the little air scoop that the factory air intake uses. So that's cool. And let's just put this down here for now. And what else we got? Paper. Okay, we got the hardware kit. Looks like some nuts and washers, zip tie, some PVC, or I'm sorry, not PVC, plastic fittings, probably for the vacuum tubing, some mounts, bushings, and let's see, is there anything else in here? Oh, there's a card here, a little bit of advertisement there. I'm never going to use this. If you guys want that, there it is. Whatever. I'm looking for instructions, but there's no instructions, so I'm gonna say they're probably on their website. Oh, right here, look at that QR code. Scan that, manuals.goapr.com. Get rid of this, and that's how you do it. So let's go ahead and get started on removing the existing intake. And I don't know if you guys want to watch me do this, but basically you just get your screwdriver, drill, whatever. Make sure you have it in loosen button, the loosen mode, okay? And then Volkswagen likes to use Torx, so you're just gonna go around and start detightening all these screws. Obviously I won't reach on a few of these, so that's why I have the socket. And then of course we're gonna have the one little 7mm hose clamp here that we're gonna need to take off. So I'll get this top cover off and then we'll be back. Okay, so I got everything pretty much loose here. We got one vacuum tube. We're gonna disconnect right there, and then this thing is just gonna come off. I got the thing loose, and I'm assuming this just kind of pulls out. You know, that's what she said, but it doesn't want to come. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it off, but I forgot about the secondary intake tube here. So you're gonna need to get in there, oops, and grab and loosen this and pull it, whatever you need to do to get this off. So I need both my hands to do this. So I'm sure not all of y'all are gonna be doing it with a phone in your hand, but that's why I do this for you. But we'll get this thing out real quick and we'll be back. Okay, and it's off. So this little thingy here literally just kind of goes into that tube. You squeeze it here, which will release these tabs and let you take it off. I don't know if I broke that or not, but just be careful, guys, when you do this. So I have a feeling that is going to attach to this, so I'm going to leave it where it's at. But for now, you can go ahead and take off your old air filter and see how dirty it is down there. I was at the beach not long ago, so you can see how you get some sand. And then figure out how to get this guy off here real quick. Okay, so we got it out. And this is what that looks like. Come to find out, you really just had to disconnect that secondary intake tube and then this whole thing literally just pops off these little grommets here. So I'm assuming that's how the other one's gonna attach. It's just gonna snap on. But yeah, you can kind of see how that works. Air goes in. And they got this baffle in here, which I'm sure doesn't help with you know, airflow, but it's kind of interesting how it has these little veins. But who knows? I was reading APR's website here, and they talk about how this intake system improves the airflow by like 140%. You get like, I don't know, 10 torque, 6 horsepower, which ain't really much to be honest, but sounds cool, you know? Cool, right? So after reading the instructions, we're gonna do our little filter first. This guy is just gonna pop on there, and then we'll zip tie it or whatever you have to do and tuck it underneath. All right, so just a quick little reminder on this guy. All it does is you just put it on there and you slip it on, okay? And then you can just kind of tuck it down there like that. I'm going to put a zip tie because I just don't want it to fall off. So it comes with zip ties, so you probably want to use them. So we're just going to do that real quick. Okay, we got the zip ties on, and I got that tucked down out of the way here. So now we need to figure out how to get this new intake box on. probably a good time to read the instructions. So give me a few minutes and we'll get that figured out, and then we'll be one step closer to hearing turbo noises. Okay, so everything there is ready for the new box, but first we need to assemble this. After reading more into the instructions, and obviously there's screw holes, things like that, right? So we got some grommets that are going to need to go in. We got some screws that we need to mount this little bracket right here. So it says it's some 3mm Allen head screws. I just got lucky and happened to find the first one here. So it's going to take a couple of screws. I don't know if it's a short one or a long one. I'm going to figure it out. It's probably a short one. It looks like there's 5 there, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So maybe it's a long 2. They go right here. My best guess is that's probably the case. So you're gonna need to just kind of do something like this here, and then we'll get to the next step. Okay, so yes, it is the long screws that go here. We're gonna need a 8mm socket that goes on this guy, and of course the Allen wrench that will go on this side. And okay. I'm not joking, but like a minute ago, the ice cream man went by, and now it's a motorcycle man on a 300cc, it sounds like, so whatever. So anyway, we're gonna get that tightened up. This guy will go like that, and then these guys are gonna go straight down like that. Okay. So I'm finding out that these things are kind of hard to get in. So there's been a joke here lately that you just spit on that thing. So if you have to, you just spit on it. All right, now this one, before we attach it here, it says to add this little grommet in a 90-degree fitting. So you guys can see in there, 90-degree fitting, just like that. That one was tight, and the instructions actually say to use a lubricant. So you just spit on it, all right? It doesn't taste good, so don't put it in your mouth, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? But next up, we're going to put this on, just like that, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Okay, there you have it. That's how it goes. It's kind of, the instructions say make sure you have it orientated correctly. This is how it's supposed to go. This basically just kind of point it towards the back of the car, pretty simple. Yeah, so this is kind of what it looks like before you install it. Basically what they say now is you bring it over here, and when you lay it in, I'm guessing this piece here is what's going to attach to that little grommet here at the bottom, okay? And then this little scoop here for the airbox, factory airbox, I should say, you want to make sure that lines up here, and then it's just going to boom right there on these little guys, and then we'll attach this. So it did say that sometimes you got to take this whole thing off. So that's what the needle nose is for, to take that clamp, loosen it, and then pull this whole thing out. I'm hoping I can just kind of move it out of the way and finagle it to get it in. So we're almost there. Okay guys, so we got it in. You just pop it in, make sure that little scoopy thingy's right there, and just kind of give that a good snug. Oops, sorry. Give that a good snug right there. Okay. Don't over tighten stuff, especially when it's plastic. Do not over tighten these guys. I didn't mess it up, but once you got them good and finger tight, just a quarter turns really all you need. There's enough screws on there. I think it's not coming off. And then when you get this on, you're going to want to use, let me put my thingy down, switch hands. This little socket right here, I want to say it's a 9mm. That might be a 1/4 inch or a, yeah, 1/4 inch I think. But anyway, 9mm will fit it. We are working on a Volkswagen after all. So this guy will just kind of slip right on, and then you move your clamp where you want it, where it's easy, and then bam. So let's get that tight, and then we get to hear this thing. All right, so little final tightening here. Like I said, once it starts getting tight, quarter turn, bam, we're all done. Throw that over there. All right, it's on, it's not coming off. Since this is a 6-speed, you know, I don't have remote start, so I gotta go find my keys. And obviously I'm gonna do some videos of the sounds that this thing will make. But dude, that really looks a lot better. I mean, these new engines nowadays, it just looks like a mess, right? You look over here, ugly. You look over here, cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm excited to try this thing out. So just bear with me for a second and we'll get some noises. Okay, so this thing's installed and I am freaking out. All right, so this thing sounds awesome. Sorry if I look at the camera, I don't know. Camera's right here, so I gotta look right here. Okay, so check this out, listen. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but dude, that puts a smile on your face. Ooh, yeah. Oh, sounds awesome. Let me do a, let me go prop the phone up over here and then I'll come and sit in the car so maybe y'all can hear better over there. So I'll be right back. Okay, check this out. Hopefully my phone won't fall off. Yeah. Oh God. So that's it, guys. It's installed. We'll do a drive-by here in a second too. I think my wife just got home, so she can hold the phone for me. So awesome.